Who is the roundest knight at King Arthur's table? Circumference. What did the compost say to the coffee grounds? Let's get dirty. How did the buffaloes settle their argument? They let by-songs be by-songs. What's the bottom-rated candle scent? Probably gluteus waxinus.
Election 2020 update. Did the Supreme Court not hear the election lawsuit because they were afraid of riots? One SCOTUS staff member has some words you gotta hear. Also, who shot and killed the Nashville nurse named Caitlyn Kaufman that was on the highway earlier this month as she drove to work? Well, Melissa Marquais of Crime 411 has the details. Did a Tennessee nurse really live stream taking the COVID-19 vaccine and immediately pass out in front of millions of viewers? We got the video clip. And do you believe the mom who said she didn't dump her toddler at a Goodwill but was actually abducted by a would-be Nashville pimp? Santa says, ho, ho, ho. So we got all this and so much more to go over here today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Woo!
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
How's it going? How you doing? Hopefully you're staying warm out there. My name is Joe Padula, host of the show. This former soldier, war veteran with the 2nd Brigade Combat Team Strike. 101st Airborne Division Air Assault is ready. I'm ready for some real talk. I am ready for some real facts. I am definitely ready for your real opinions. And I'm definitely ready to party with a purpose. Absolutely. I know it's a lot of adverbs in there, but hey, just stick with us. You're going to get informed today. Yeah, some of the things that the mainstream media is just not talking about, or if they are, they're just tip of the iceberg. We go deep. We go to the parts that took out the Titanic. Yeah, if it really did crash. That's a whole different conspiracy theory Thursday. We'll do that. What was it? The Olympic, right? Is that the other ship? We'll get into it another day.
I think so. Actually, did you know that there were a few animated movies based off of the Titanic, and one of them was basically like the Titanic didn't sink by accident. It was because there was a whaler on the ship, and he was in cahoots with a bunch of like mob sharks that intentionally tried to sink the ship.
See, I've heard better ones than that. I've heard, because J.P. Morgan, who owned the Titanic, by the way.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay.
All right. I didn't know that. That's all I need to know.
And
Captain Morgan?
J.P. Morgan, who owned the ship. And
Morgan and Morgan?
And so he, he wanted to get the Federal Reserve up and running, which is a bank connected to the Rothschilds. Okay.
Another great name to throw in the mix.
And who was on board the Titanic was a couple well-to-do, multi-million billionaires who didn't want the Federal Reserve to go forward. So J.P. Morgan said, I got all of these tickets. Let's go on the Titanic. Right. So they go on the Titanic, but J.P. Morgan that day says, I'm not feeling well, and doesn't go on the Titanic. Hey, that's just a theory. That's not my beliefs. That's just what I heard. Right.
I would love to know if that's true.
Isn't that crazy, Bay? Yep. That's crazy. What's up, Jim Rogers? John Monroe checking in. Ange Man. Yeah, the something's in. All right. What's up, Bay? Got your Wicked Good shirt on, huh?
Yeah, my hoodie.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you got expert concrete, you Wicked Good. Wow. You're just like a billboard. How much they paying you? Intern Shane from Austin P. How are you? All right?
Yes, sir, I'm good.
Good.
And I'm so glad that this semester's over.
Yeah, you've been partying this week, huh?
Yep. My buddy got a PS5 last week.
Oh, so that's how you guys are partying? Okay.
Well, we were playing that, and we were watching bad movies while playing a drinking game.
Oh, like adult movies?
Shane, you don't
more
have
like-
to answer that.
More like
Lawyer Wayne.
Lawyer Wayne are here.
Lawyer Wayne's here
I'm a
today.
fill-in.
More like bad movies that are fun to watch while drunk, like Batman and Robin by Joel Schumacher. God rest his soul.
Okay, all right.
but
yeah,
like,
yeah, they were a little ridiculous.
But yeah, that day, a buddy of mine from Georgia who I used to work with at the game store.
Okay.
He came to visit, and we went up to Murfreesboro and tried out a ramen shop up there. And then
Okay.
once we were done hanging out, my buddy asked me last minute, "Hey, you want to come over and play PS5 and play a drinking game?"
And also, hanging out today. I'm sorry, Intern Shane, we got to move forward.
No,
We're
that's
running out of time.
basically it. That's all.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you're safe. When all is said and done, I'm glad you're safe. Adam,
Poor
what's up,
intern.
Adam? How you
Hey,
doing?
what's up? Hatless and sore from working out yesterday.
7 days till Christmas?
7 days till Christmas.
Is that
That's it?
accurate?
That's accurate.
Wow.
Yeah, 25th. Today's the what? The 18th. 7
Yeah.
days is 25.
That's right.
My math is okay today.
Merry Christmas. You know what I've been watching on YouTube? It's 2 videos. One the video's 3.5. The other video's part 2 with 3.5. And it's from back in the day. Jesus of Nazareth.
Oh my God.
My dad loves that.
Wow.
Like, oh my God.
Good Lord.
Exactly.
I actually just watched the FX's version of Christmas Carol last night, and it's really interesting.
Like,
It's
man.
very dark.
Like, Jesus is awesome.
Jesus is my homeboy.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna lie.
I mean, I know you're
Can
the
I
Lord,
say that?
but you're
Yes,
awesome.
It's on a shirt somewhere. I mean, I can say it. I guess.
Like hookers are being like casted out of churches and temples. Jesus is like, no, come here,
Nah, come here.
come here. You are forgiven.
This is
Don't sin no more. You're forgiven.
This is goofy to say, but I used to grow up watching Jesus Christ Superstar with the family.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ. Right.
Superstar.
I grew up watching that, you know.
Oh my God. Let me see if I got some.
I grew up watching Veggie Tales, which was as
Shane,
Catholic
you need
as
to get
you could
on
get.
Jesus Christ Superstar. Your life will change from it.
Superstar. Who are you? What do you say you are? Right, something like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ Superstar Karaoke
Oh
with Joe
my
Padula.
Happy early birthday, Jesus. Happy early birthday, Jesus. Which actually, December 25th was not the
Actual,
right.
yeah.
They're saying much later in the new year, right?
I have to get these on there. I love them.
Melissa Marquais, Crime 411. We
Hey.
got another story we're gonna dive into. We do it every Friday with you here on the show. Check out her Facebook page and YouTube channel, Crime 411. The links are right here in this live video feed. And for those who are listening via iHeartRadio, all the other listening devices, if you want to see anything, just go to the Joe Padula Show Facebook page or the YouTube channel, and boom! Before they delete it, you can see it. Right. Had two videos deleted so far this week.
That's it.
Yep, not bad.
Not bad.
They're crazy.
Yeah,
Communist.
wasn't that why you were unable to come to the German market?
Yeah, they were. They wanted to give me a strike, and let me tell you, you do not want to get a strike if you want to upload to YouTube. But I'm looking at other avenues too. You created a Rumble. If you want to go check us there on Rumble, it's another great YouTube alternative.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, Odyssey is another one. All right.
What do you prefer? Or are they both just different?
I mean, because I'm very accustomed to YouTube.
That's why I'm asking. I am
Do
too.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it looks like, because of our way of thinking, all right, which is free and open-minded, okay?
Constitutional way of thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's and that's frowned upon now. With sir, I know.
All right, Ned from Jurassic Park.
Didn't say the magic word.
So Rumble and Odyssey.
Yeah, good video sites. Okay, also follow at Joe Padula on Parler. Okay, and hey, let me know if you want me to follow you back. Just say write it in the Bing, and I'll follow back. Too easy. All right, speaking of which, let's stir the pot a little bit because election 2020 update. Did the Supreme Court not hear the election lawsuit because they were afraid of riots?
Really?
One SCOTUS staff member perhaps has some words that you got to hear that nobody's putting out there. But we will now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, click that like, leave your comments, but definitely help us out and do us a favor and share this video now. All right. So, this is crazy.
Wow, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched the video tons. I was like, what?
This got sent my way. So there's this video making its way around currently, and the statement is coming from the GOP Texas elector, Matt Patrick, and he said, claiming, which I don't like about the anonymous source person. I get why people have anonymous persons, especially nowadays when somebody comes forward. Okay, the doxing, the threatening. I get it. I just wish people had more marbles. Right?
Marbles, yeah.
What was that? Major League 2?
Major League 2.
You have no marbles.
Marbles. Marbles.
Right. Oh, you can actually see that. Sorry. But yeah. So he said that this person said that who's a staffer for one of the justices, that the justices went into a closed room to determine whether to take the Texas lawsuit that was eventually dismissed. Again, never heard, so it wasn't dismissed on merit.
No.
They said it was dismissed on lack of standing.
Standard. Yep,
Right.
standards. Yep.
So everything's dismissed. Not
Can
one
you explain that?
Yes. Not one judge has had people come up in front of them and present evidence. They've only presented cases. All right? And these judges, they don't take the case. You hear everything's being dismissed. Not one judge has taken a case where they actually said, okay, let's present the evidence, let's have juries, let's have that. None of that. Well, mainstream media is not playing it like that. That's not how they're putting it out there. So let's see what this anonymous staffer, again, I don't know the truth because of the anonymous part, but at the same time, I understand why the anonymous part. Here, let's switch it over so you guys could see as well.
That talks it was written by someone who's a current staffer for one of the Supreme Court justices. And this, I'll just describe the report to you.
For the record, this man is under oath with the under a penalty of perjury if found lying. Just saying. Do you know what I mean? That means fines and jail times if he's caught lying here. All right.
That I read, and you can make of it what you will. He said that the justices, as they always do, went into a closed room to discuss, cases they're taking or do debate. There's no phones, no computers, no nothing. No one else is in the room except for the 9 justices. It's typically very civil. They usually don't hear any sound. They just debate what they're doing. But when the Texas case was brought up, he said,
for the record, let me just fill this in real quick. The Texas case, in case you have been, I don't know, and I don't blame you for living under a rock. I don't. I'm not faulting you for that. But the Texas case was against Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Georgia for violation of the Constitution because those state Supreme Courts changed laws in those states regarding elections prior to the election, and you can't do that. That's not how laws are made or changed. They have to go through the legislation process, where legislators, they present and then they vote on bills and laws to change, to make them laws. Okay. Well, that lawsuit from Texas, and I believe it came to a total of 20 states who were on board with this lawsuit to go to the Supreme Court to hear it. Well, the Supreme Court, they said, like I mentioned earlier, they said, no, we won't see this. We won't see any of the evidence, anything that you're presenting. We are dismissing it. It has no standing. Texas' reasons was because it affected an election, which affects these states that are involved, which it kind of does, including states that joined up on this lawsuit were states that we mentioned.
How can they determine that without looking at the evidence?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So they're just saying that just to say it.
Could be, but I want to know why. Why would they not look at this case?
Wiggle room.
Well, here could be the answer, or it may not be. Leaving it up to you.
He heard screaming through the walls as Justice Roberts and the other liberal justices were insisting that this case not be taken up. And the reason, the words that were heard through the wall when Justice Thomas and Justice Alito were citing Bush versus Gore from John Roberts were, I don't give about that case. I don't want to hear about it. At that time, we didn't have riots.
Damn.
So what he was saying was that he was afraid of what would happen if they did the right thing. And I'm sorry, but that is moral cowardice. And we in the SREC, I'm an SREC member, we put those words in very specifically because the charge of the Supreme Court is to ultimately be our final arbitrator, our final line of defense for right and wrong. And they did not do their duty. So I think we should leave these words in because I want to send a strong message to them. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow, he's right.
Yeah.
So if true, if that video clip that we just watched is accurate, and mark the time, 16 minutes in, Melissa Marquais catching you with the gum.
I don't actually have it. You
Damn
saw
it.
the video.
I thought I
tricked
caught her
you.
with gum.
I made a video saying I was going to see how long it took for you to catch me with gum, and then
I
I
know.
spit it out because
Yeah.
I wanted you to catch me with not having gum.
But then you made a mistake by making fake chewing noises. So, okay.
Got him.
But nonetheless,
no gum.
coming from the Supreme Court, they respond to this claim that John Roberts, Chief Justice John Roberts, shouted at other justices over the Texas lawsuit. This is a spokesperson from the U.S. Supreme Court, and they disputed a report that claimed that Chief Justice Roberts shouted at the 8 other justices in a room in the High Court, urging them not to take up the Texas election lawsuit against 4 other key states. So there you go. They said, as guidance, the court has been conducting its conferences remotely by phone since March when the building closed due to the pandemic. The Supreme Court spokesperson said via email today. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'd like to, you know what's interesting? We never really hear interviews from Supreme Court justices, right? We see on TV all the time Congress people, senators, right? Governors, state election officials, right? Presidents, so-called president-elects, right?
Yeah.
But, well, sometimes we hear from them, right? Sometimes. But never really from Supreme Court justices.
It's odd, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Like,
is
you
a
just
little
never
odd.
hear from them. Like, they're very, very quiet on things. You know, and I see what he gets saying is that when I watched this video, it just amazed me. I was like, because I'm thinking this is my understanding. They threw out they dismissed it based on the merits and all that stuff, but there's still a chance of looking at it from a fraudulent standpoint if it's brought up to the Supreme Court. That's my understanding.
It wasn't based on merit. It was standing.
It was the standings.
Right. So they said because Texas filed it.
Yeah.
All right. What if Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania
filed it?
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
So the case of the fraudulent standing of it is still open though for the Supreme Court. This
Right.
is my view.
Yeah.
My viewpoint, my understanding, maybe.
And again, we got January 6th.
6th,
Okay.
yeah.
The 1887 Electoral Count Act is still. We'll see what happens. Bay, what do you make of that video that we just watched? Did you believe the guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it's questionable. It really is. Well, let us know what you guys think, all right? Make sure to leave your comments below. We'll get to them, no doubt about it. Let's see. We got John Monroe saying yellow belly. Judges have a backbone, right? We got Jim Rogers is saying, would anyone be surprised if this is the reason? That's a good question.
Yeah.
You got to look at, okay, Justice Roberts, Chief Justice Roberts, appointed by Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was that? 2004?
Four.
5?
It was
Yeah.
4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I was down the Jersey Shore when I read the headlining news.
Yeah.
Roberts. Yeah, we all talk like Rocky when we're down the
Got a red bank.
Yeah, Chief Roberts. How you doing?
Robert.
But and this guy has been going against Trump's decision. Been going against Trump on decisions since Trump has been in office. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the deep state, the Bushes. In case you're not tracking, Republicans and Democrats are the same friggin' thing. Yeah. Okay? They're the same friggin' thing.
Same bird.
All right? Just with a little diversity. Now, you got people who like Trump. It's not even they're liking Trump. They like the fact that he's not a Republican, that he's not a Democrat. Do you remember when Trump used to be a Democrat, right?
He was, yeah.
Right. I'm telling you, they love the America First approach. Mm-hmm. Deep staters, it's not about America First. It's about a globalistic thing. Yep. They got this, hey, open borders, okay? China, sure, do what you got to do. Well, no, where you got a mass, and believe you me, I mean, once we get to the bottom of all these ballot countings, of the double countings, and dead people voting and everything, you're going to see that, yes, there is more of a majority of those who care about this country first other than globalism. Bush was a globalist. Mm-hmm. Appointed by he appointed Chief Justice Roberts. Mm-hmm. Could be a connection there. Yeah. They don't like Trump. They don't like Trump. It's just interesting that even the, Amy Coney Barrett and also, Kavanaugh.
The two that went through the hardest process
right.
To even get on the Supreme Court.
Gorsuch.
Yeah.
All appointed by Trump. I wonder if because Roberts is still a young guy. Now, Alito and Clarence Thomas, they were like, yeah, we got to take this thing. We got to look at this. There's something up here. Those are the two justices that were like, what?
Hey,
they're old.
Little tidbit wrote, Clarence Thomas, who was on the board when he was interviewed for it?
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Right. Was attacking his character. You're a rapist. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Projecting a little bit, but
just a little.
Just to like,
sir, you're a rapist. Right.
I'm dead.
But look at the ages. All the 3 appointees are young, like Roberts, kind of. This is a lifetime assignment. Mm-hmm. Are they looking long term? Like, damn, I got to work with this guy for a long time. Where Alito and Thomas, they're up there in age.
Yeah.
They got a couple more years, so I'm guessing. We'll see what happens. Again, let us know what you think, all right? Leave those comments. Don't forget to share this on your timeline and in your groups, the whole bit, okay? It really helps out the algorithms because what we just said is going to be suppressed and shadow banned. I can't express enough.
Taken down.
Take it down.
Or you only get 26 minutes of a show, like the one show I watched you guys on, and it was done. And I was like, what is going on?
When they pulled the plug.
They pulled the plug, and I was like,
Literally
I was watching Joe.
plug.
What is going on?
I was seriously like, I don't hear anything.
I wish I was there when that happened because Bay told me about that.
That was crazy.
That was nuts.
So I appreciate you being a part of the team. No doubt about it. All right, coming up. Who shot and killed the Nashville nurse, Caitlyn Kaufman? This was on the highway earlier this month as she drove to work at the hospital. Well, Melissa Marquais of Crime 411. She has the details. And that's next on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Salutations.
This is Casey Bryant with Local Clarksville. Don't forget to download our app to find local places to eat, shop, and play. You're listening to The Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Aloha, Clarksville! Come surf the flavor wave of Chemo's authentic Hawaiian dishes and signature handcrafted cocktails. While here, you'll experience Chef Gracie's fine dining with a relaxed feel of aloha right here in Middle Tennessee. Catch the wave.
Chemo's Hawaiian Bar and Grill is located at 125 Franklin Street, downtown Clarksville. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Happy hour, 2 to 5. Weekends, 11 to 11. And now Sunday, 10 to 3, is the Chemo's, Mimosas, and More brunch. Find out more at chemosHawaiian.com and order takeout or delivery while there. Absolutely.
Water dogs scuba and safety. There's a whole world to discover underwater, and at Water Dog Scuba and Safety, they're here to help you explore it. Veteran and locally owned, and whether you're already an expert diver or beginner seeking adventure, Water Dogs offers private and scheduled dive trainings for all ages. Get those kids, but no dogs. Go check out their Facebook page. Look at their underwater videos. 681 North Spring Street, downtown Clarksville. Go say hello to Rich and Cecil and the team at Water Dog Scuba and Safety. The following is a paid advertisement for legal services.
Hello, Clarksville. Lawyer Wayne here. Yes, I am a real lawyer, and yes, I have 9 kids. Do you know what the number one complaint about lawyers is? It's not how much they cost or even how good a job they do. It's that they don't return phone calls. Well, if you go to lawyerwayne.com, I've got my cell phone number on there. You put it in your phone, and if you need a lawyer, text me. You can come down to my office at 120 South 2nd Street. We can talk about your case. I offer free consultations. Know your rights, know your options. LawyerWayne.com.
This is Lawyer Wayne. Check me out at LawyerWayne.com and check me out on TikTok at Lawyer Wayne. And you're listening to The Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Who shot and killed the Nashville nurse Caitlyn Kaufman? This was on the highway as she was driving to work earlier this month. Well, Melissa Marquais of Crime 411, she's got the details. That's now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Woo! Hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Notification bell. You want to get alerted when we got these breaking stories. Plus also, click like, leave your comments. We'll get to them. Definitely help us out and share this video now, all right? Appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Monica, for sharing. You rock. How you doing, Monica? John Bryan checking in. How you doing, John? Love you too, man. All right, so Melissa Marquais.
Hey, Joe.
Crime 411. Check them out on the link is right in this video feed. Check them out on Facebook, YouTube channel. They got some great stories, great stuff. It's not for the faint-hearted. There's some craziness out there in this world.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad that you got the marbles to cover it.
It's not easy sometimes. You know, you interview family members that are going through horrible things, and it's hard to keep it together sometimes. I'm not going to lie, but if you can help somebody out or get a suspect arrested or something like that and get justice served, and you can be helpful and a part of that, then it's worth it.
Let's take a look at this story here, Caitlyn Kaufman, because here in Tennessee, we're broadcasting out of Tennessee. This went pretty big, pretty viral right from the start. Let me pull up her photo so we can all see what we're looking at here. All right, there she is. You see her? Right? Nice young lady there, Caitlyn Kaufman. Doing a little background research on her. Her dream was to live in Nashville from the time she was in high school. And the mom, all right, she describes her daughter as having a passion for nursing because she was very caring. And she said that she always just wanted to be a nurse, right? Residency programs before choosing Nashville. She found a job in the ICU at St. Thomas West Hospital in Nashville. Received nursing awards. But let's go to December 3rd. All right, December 3rd. Late in the afternoon, she left her apartment in Lebanon. Traveled on the interstate system from Wilson County to Nashville. That's Interstate 440, by the way. Her shift started at 7 p.m. So she was on her phone with her mom. Diane's the mom's name, by the way. Mm-hmm. Diane said it was our normal, everyday conversation. On my way to work, Mom. Okay, honey. She was fine. I had to get off the phone, and then when I attempted to call her back, there was no answer, according to Diane. Then a Metro Parks police officer observed Kaufman's Mazda SUV on the right shoulder of I-440 west. This was near mile marker 2. At first, the officer thought that the vehicle was in a wreck because the driver was slumped over the steering wheel. The officer said that she was already deceased. The officer then noticed that the car had been shot numerous times with bullets. Authorities found 3 spent 9mm cartridge casings on the interstate. The car was shot 6 times. She was said to have died between 6:05 p.m. and 6:10 p.m. Detectives said that shots were fired from the interstate, but they couldn't say whether she was targeted or not. The vehicle was struck at least 6 times with those bullets. She was killed by a gunshot that entered her left shoulder area. And it would have been fatal. This is according to the medical report. It would have been fatal within 15 seconds.
Wow.
So she didn't have time to get her phone to call 911 or anyone. That
Or
is
suffer.
what they're saying, right? So police had no suspect or motive, and Nashville police announced a coalition of business owners and entrepreneurs who remained anonymous, and they raised over $65,000 in total for information and a reward for the arrest and prosecution of the person or persons responsible for Caitlyn Kaufman's death there. Now, December 11th, boom, all the alerts went off on the phone. Someone arrested in the murder of Caitlyn Kaufman. There was a detective, Chris Dickerson, who said that 21-year-old Devontae Hill, that's the suspect?
Yes.
Devontae Hill is the suspect accused in the random shooting death of the nurse. And they said that they didn't know each other. He did not know Caitlyn. SWAT members arrested Devontae at 6:15 a.m. at his East Nashville apartment, being charged with criminal homicide. He was taken into custody without incident, according to the reports, at his apartment, and the officer said that he was brought to police headquarters where he was interviewed, and he gave a statement implicating himself in Caitlyn's murder. Now, police said that a concerned citizen identified the guy as the suspect and told investigators the whereabouts of the gun used in the crime. They got the gun. They did the test firing with the investigation. They found a 100% match with the shell casings found on the road and the gun. That's when they do all the forensic stuff. Hill's cell phone, Devontae Hill's cell phone, was also, on the day of the murder, at the time of the murder, was in the vicinity the night she was killed. They do the tower checks with the pinging, right? Right. Now, police also revealed that he's got a prior criminal history.
Big one.
Big one? How so?
He shot his grandmother and 2 other family members. There were kids in the house. He shot all 3 of them. I believe it was in 2000, I want to say 16, but I may be wrong about the year. And tried to kill all 3 of them, yet he was out on the streets, running around.
What do you mean tried to?
He shot them, but they did not die, of course. They lived.
How long ago was this?
I believe it was 2016. And he was a minor at the time, which exactly. And so, being that there are not so many harsh consequences for juvenile delinquency, he was out running around. And if he hadn't been, this never would have happened.
Now, what else?
I believe he had an armed robbery charge also.
Okay.
So there was that. And I think when you say, concerned citizen, there's speculation all over the internet that it was actually his uncle that reported him.
Do you think that because of the huge reward for it, $65,000, somebody says that and they go, hey, I'm a concerned citizen.
You have to know ahead of time before that $65,000 is announced if you know where the gun is.
Especially if you know where the gun is.
Come on, right? You know where the gun is. You know who it is. You know where he is. But you don't give up that information until that 65 G's is presented. Come on.
I think also you're gonna find out as this invest, even though it's pretty much done deal that he's guilty and all, but they're going to keep investigating on it. They're going to find out that he contacted someone after that happened, or he talked to someone when he got home.
Well, they're saying there may be another suspect that they are looking for, that they're expecting another arrest, that they believe he was not in the vehicle by himself when this happened. Basically, during interviews since they arrested him, they believe the motive was road rage.
Road rage.
Which would make sense because her vehicle had been hit in the back. There were marks on her vehicle that they found that, she had been hit. So they are saying they believe the motive is road rage, but they think he was actually a passenger in the vehicle. So now they're looking for a second suspect.
Here's the vehicle. It's that Mazda SUV.
You can see the damage.
There's significant damage on the back end there.
And I'm wondering if she pulled over.
She must have.
Because if you're dying, you're not going to pull over that well. I'm wondering if she pulled over before she got shot. Like, he didn't want to stop because they had this accident. He's got firearms on him that he probably wasn't supposed to have. So, you know what I'm saying?
So they say they found shells on the interstate. Do you think maybe, okay, they're pulled over. There was an accident or whatever. They're pulled over. Boom, bang, bang, bang. And then they kicked the shells on the interstate to maybe...
No, I think maybe they started shooting.
Yeah.
While driving.
While driving, and she pulled over.
The way they made the statement about how the shot was through her shoulder, that has to be right on the side there. And honestly, they had to be
get shot in the shoulder.
To get shot in the shoulder
and
drive
15
right
seconds.
There. Yeah, I guarantee you they were slowing down and he pulled up next to her, fired off.
That's what I'm thinking.
I guarantee you on the road right now, like right on this road, that vehicle that was just in front of this one, is that police?
Yeah.
So he probably bumped her and she got scared and started slowing off the interstate.
That's what I'm thinking.
And as she's slowing, they're pulling up on the side and just going off.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, because if she died within 15 seconds of being shot, she would, in my opinion, I can't say this for sure, but I think she would have hit that guardrail. She wouldn't have been pulled over on the side of the road like that.
That's a good pullover.
I mean, that's a really good pullover. That's not somebody who's crashing.
Bay, what are you thinking on this?
So many.
Yeah, go into it. What's some of them? What's crossing your mind?
It could have been mistaken identity.
Really?
It could have been a girl like, hey, that's that one chick.
You know
what I'm saying? So many things, possibilities.
Now, it said in the police report that while being interviewed that he incriminated himself. Do you think that he admitted to it?
Most likely, because ain't nobody just going to turn in somebody that was probably in the car with him.
Man, you think it was the person in the car?
And it was like, that's just my theory about it. Because it'd be like, nah, I think you killed the wrong person.
Well, also, you got to remember, they don't say whose fingerprints was on the firearm either. They just said that he's been implicated in the crime. In the murder.
Very true.
Yeah,
so there could
he's
be
not even the guy.
Yeah, there could be a second person involved.
I think a mistaken identity because wrong vehicle.
Intern Shane, your thoughts? You're a young mind. You got some fresh ideas. What are you thinking?
I'd have to say it perhaps could also be a case of mistaken identity, or it could be like, I don't know, maybe something snapped in his head, because sometimes it's like you think, what went through this guy's head when he did this? Because like it doesn't seem like they've ever met each other before. She was just minding her own business, going to work like every everyday citizen. But
yeah, it is.
But then again, if he's willing to shoot his own grandmother because she told him he had to go to school, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he shoot somebody in a fit of road rage?
Interesting. Well, hopefully we'll find out more with investigations and interrogations and perhaps I don't know. We'll find out. But to stay posted, Crime 411. Yeah, check her site out. Nice job. There it is.
Shameless plugs.
Crime 411. Check her out on Facebook and YouTube and definitely subscribe to her, follow her along. She's got some great stories up there. And send her a message too if you got any questions. Nice job, Melissa Marquais.
Thank you, Joe.
Tough story to cover, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah, and I'm glad they finally arrested somebody.
Yeah.
Another young life lost, too. It's a shame.
On the front lines as COVID, too.
Yeah.
She was working in the COVID, I think, ICU.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really amazing person.
Well, speaking of which, coming up, did a Tennessee nurse really go live streaming her taking the COVID-19 vaccine and immediately passed out in front of millions of viewers? Well, we got that video clip, and we're going to dissect it all next on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Hey y'all, this is Shelly Holiday, realtor at RE/MAX North Star. So feel free to add your comments and don't forget to share it on your timeline. Bay's my favorite. Absolutely.
So, one of the most stressful things to do is buy or sell a house. Well, that all changes. Why? Shelly Holiday, realtor, RE/MAX North Star. She eliminates the stress parts of buying or selling a house. She'll work that deal. She networks. She knows how to do it. She's Shelly Holiday, realtor, RE/MAX North Star, and you want her. I'll tell you what, just go to her Facebook page. She's Shelly Holiday, realtor, RE/MAX North Star. Just do it. Click like, send her a message.
This is Jenna Bonacci from Moth to a Flame Candleworks. Over 10 years ago, my late mother and I began making all-natural homemade candles, and we were amazed by the demand. So in her honor, I'm continuing the mission of creating the most amazing aromas for your home, office, and events. Some of our scents include vanilla, sandalwood, all of the holiday scents you can imagine from cinnamon to pumpkin pie, to include the gentleman scents such as leather, bourbon, coffee, and more. The possibilities are endless. If you name a scent combination, we can make it for you 100%. For more information, join the Moth to a Flame Candleworks Facebook group and see the hundreds of possible fragrance combinations, or you can email us at mothtoaflamecandleworks@gmail.com. Moth to a Flame Candleworks, a perfect gift.
Attention brick and mortar business owners in Clarksville and Fort Campbell. A poor decision about the way you choose to advertise can cost you big time. The sad truth is, businesses try all kinds of advertising and burn right through their profits. Or they waste their precious time trying to learn complicated online geeky things. Wiz Advertising has used its proven 6-step system for the past 14 years to help Clarksville businesses get matched with just the right new customers. Learn more at wizads.com. That's WHIZZ ads.com.
Joe Padula here. I see you watching the video. Do you want to be in the video? Come join us in the studio. All you got to do is go to the Joe Padula Show Facebook page, click like, send a private message. It's too easy. Absolutely.
Did a Tennessee nurse really live stream taking the COVID-19 vaccine and immediately passing out in front of millions of viewers? Well, we got that video clip. We're going to dissect it. And now on the Joe Padula Show, absolutely. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, click like, leave your comments. Definitely help us out. Share this video now. Boom. Helps eliminate that shadow ban. Especially this one, because you're going to see a little COVID thing that they put underneath these videos now. You know what I mean? The real information. Right. Oh, COVID's safe. The vaccine's safe. Vaccine's safe. Right. Well, I mean, hey, if you're a vaccine, go do what you got to do. Me personally, nah.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
I'm good.
I'm good. Shane, what about you? You gonna get the vaccine? I mean, hey, if you do, that's cool. You do you know?
No, I'm going to wait until they do more tests on it because like I said the other day I was here, vaccines don't always work 100% of the time, and here's what I don't get.
What's that?
So all of a sudden there's a vaccine for COVID, which hasn't been a big issue until last year, and then it eventually became a big issue here in America this year. How is it that all of a sudden there's a vaccine for this, but there's no vaccine yet for, what's it, the common cold, or?
You know why? Money.
Heck yeah, money.
Nah, the common code mutates.
Yeah. And this may mutate too, but
and that's the exact reason. Because, like, I don't believe this vaccine will work 100%. Because there's the chance that the virus could mutate to the point where the vaccine is completely useless.
You know, we were talking on that one show about side effects of the vaccine, and one of them, especially from I think it was the Pfizer or whatever the vaccine.
Pfizer, yeah.
Pfizer. One of them was the palsy in the face.
Yeah.
I noticed. I was like, see, this is another reason why you need to study you need to study those vaccines even further. Because I'm not going to take those if that's a side effect.
The head nurse at a hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee, y'all, caused I guess a brief scare yesterday when she fainted shortly after receiving the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine.
Why is that?
Yeah, so Tiffany Dover, she's the nurse manager at CHI Memorial. She received the vaccine and then a short time after addressed the media. So this video circulated online, and it showed her taking questions from reporters and then lose her train of thoughts. I'm sorry. I'm feeling really dizzy. I'm sorry. Hey, let's take a look. Here we go. All right. Tiffany Dover. Let's see what she's got going on.
Yeah,
Chapman. Today, CHI Memorial called reporters to their hospital as they vaccinated their first group of frontline workers. This nurse was in that group.
About 17 minutes after receiving the shot, she took questions from reporters, and then this happened.
No.
You just hear the doctor go, whoa.
Good.
I did, yes. So,
Like, this this is PR nightmare for for a vaccine.
you know, all of my staff, we are excited to get the vaccine. You know, we are in the COVID unit, so therefore, you know, my team will be getting first chances to get the vaccine. And I know that it's really, I'm sorry, I'm feeling really dizzy.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
I'm sorry.
You combine. I'll give this to her though. You combine this with the pressures. She's not used to media press conferences like this. You know what I mean? She's a nurse.
How do you know?
I could tell. You know, she's
She's
not comfortable.
She doesn't have that PR.
She's not comfortable doing this interview. You combine that, the stress of oh my god, cameras, oh my god. See, we are accustomed to that stuff. We're a little more natural. Combine that with injecting COVID into your body, I'm sure
Dead.
has effects.
Gonzo.
I heard at that time the whoa.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whoa.
Look at the camera. Camera's like, oh, let me pan away. No.
No, but then but you watch a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit further,
yeah,
it
yeah,
goes
it
back.
comes
It's
back.
like, wait a
You
minute,
guys like,
this
oh,
can
I gotta
get us.
get this.
We gotta get this on camera.
I mean, I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like the excuse that the nurse, okay, is saying that that she's usually a passer outer or whatever.
Then why is she treating other people?
Exactly. Well, no, don't be the poster child for
Yeah.
the vaccine. If you're
Yeah,
someone
that's
that
true,
passes
too.
out and gets scared of needles or whatever,
Yeah.
you send someone else.
Yeah.
Like, who runs their public office over there? Their public affairs office.
She said
Fire
she faints
'em.
from pain, right? Isn't that what she said?
It's like, hey guys, who can we get on TV to take the vaccine? How about her? Even though she passes out, she'd be great.
She often faints when she feels pain. Don't put her on the camera.
Yeah.
Like what type of pain? Like if she get her hand smashed in the door, she gonna pass out?
Yeah.
Cause that hurt worse than getting the shot.
But here's the thing: the pain is the little prick 10 minutes earlier that she got. Right? Do you know what I mean?
17, actually.
It's 17 minutes
17
earlier.
minutes earlier.
So I don't know if you can use that little pain passing out thing.
No, you
No,
can't.
you really can't. Yeah.
That's
really,
where
really
I'm saying you combine the rush of, oh my God, cameras. Oh my God, I hope I don't say something stupid.
Yeah.
I hope I don't do anything stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it with the cameras either.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm sorry. I know you're.
I'm just trying to help.
I know you're trying to help, but I'm not.
I know you
I'm
get
not
it,
going.
Joe, but I
Just
just
trying.
Cause she
You
would have
know.
passed out before the shot.
Yeah. She would have passed out during the shot too.
Amen,
as soon as
brother.
that needle goes in her arm, if she passes out from like pain like that,
Then instant.
Dunzo.
Yeah.
And another PR with this vaccine rollout. And hey, again, if you want your vaccine, you're a frontline worker, boom, have at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't want it while you're one of these frontline workers, okay, with the healthcare industry,
It's your choice.
Ask
It's your
about
choice, yeah.
waivers. Ask about waivers.
Yep.
They do it for the flu shot. Okay.
You do you, boo boo.
Yeah, you do you, boo boo.
Thank you very much. Well, some of our viewers have
Check
raised
out this one.
questions about some video we showed you earlier this evening from
This is
today's
out of
emergency event,
Las Vegas.
specifically the second vaccine that was administered. Now, we have some close-up video you're only going to see on 9 tonight, and apologies to those who are squeamish when it comes to needles.
Don't use the word squeamish.
Scream.
Oh, why did he
You're
do
squeamish.
If you're squeamish. That sounds like a Mike Tyson word,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah, he was in the ring. He was really squeamish.
I love that movie. It was very screamish. It was a horror movie.
Scream.
Scream.
UMC healthcare worker with
Check out this shot.
up.
Ready?
Oh, I've-
Takes it
yeah.
out.
Comes time for
Look.
It's already pushed.
It's already pushed down. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in this shot.
the injection. Look at the top of the syringe. It appears the person administering the shot doesn't really put
The guy
And then
still-
he's like, I can probably
But
pull this back and
here's
look
the thing,
real.
because they're making such a media event out of it. The doctor is just acting now like he's doing it.
Yeah. That's
You're not
sad.
fooling
Well,
anyone. You can't put air into a human body that would kill somebody.
Yeah.
That's a good point,
And
too,
he's
Ben.
not wrong, though.
That's a good point.
He's not wrong. You don't put just.
Actually looks like the plunger is already depressed.
But then he pulls it out, and then he goes, the needle's not even pushed back. Because in most needles retract.
Here is a look at the other one of the other.
See, this is what it's supposed to look like when you inject, because anyone that's ever got a needle before, this is how it works.
Injections administered just moments later to a woman.
Right?
And you can see
Zoop,
this
there you
plunger
go.
is clearly pushed down all the way.
Way.
And then when we show them to you
Nope.
side by side, you might notice a difference. KTSM reached out to UMC for comment this evening.
So, but here's the thing. So boom, the guy goes, the whole bit, right? He's over. If it wasn't for people calling that out like we just did, the guy just would have been fancy free. Okay, I'm good. I got my vaccine.
Yeah.
Because of the hey, wait a minute.
One more case.
Right. They had to bring him back the next day to get another shot.
So he thought he got a shot even though
Yes.
there was no needle in his arm?
The guy was let go that day.
Didn't
Right.
he notice, like, no, nobody put a needle in my arm?
No, the needle went in.
The needle went in.
But nothing was in the syringe.
They
Wouldn't it
literally
be
just
kind
put
of-
like a needle in his arm and then
Right.
pulled it out.
My biggest concern wouldn't even be that I didn't get the vaccine. It would be who the heck's arm was it in before mine?
Right.
There was one, and I didn't get a chance to pull the clip, but there was a doctor, right, that was used, right. I couldn't get the patient before that one. I was trying to find it.
Yeah, I bet you were.
But, yes, who was the person? Because, hey, you don't have COVID, but guess what? You got AIDS.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Congrats,
Like,
you got
I mean, if the needle was
hepatitis. Good job,
used,
buddy.
Right.
Merry Christmas.
Right, because now you're just sharing needles.
Needles, yeah.
Right.
Saying.
And I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure.
maybe.
Right.
I hope so.
I bet they're
I
scared.
hope so. I hope so.
I mean, after these videos surfaced, I'm like, if I'm those people, I'm like, excuse me, doctor, I have some questions.
Oh, I'm sure,
Right?
I'm sure they got tested.
They got
I'm
tested.
sure
They got compensated.
Sure, the
for
two
it.
people got tested.
Let me check the needles before you stick me with it.
Here's my question: if you get the sorry for the wrong cameras there. If you get the COVID-19 vaccine, and you take a COVID test and it comes positive because you're putting COVID in your body, a strand of it, do you now get added to the COVID list?
I would imagine so.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a good question. I mean,
Like,
do you get added to it as far as
do numbers have to like increase and then all of a sudden, okay, more lockdowns?
So basically, the whole like here's a case of it and everything like that.
like
then-
if we got
then-
millions of vaccines that are going to be going out and everyone's
Yeah.
getting vaccines.
I mean, I
okay?
would say yeah, you'd probably be added to the list, and,
And
you'd
then
have
all
to
of a
quarantine
sudden,
yourself.
hey, I here's my test. I tested positive for COVID because I got the vaccine. Okay, you're on the COVID list.
I'm going to say no.
Okay, I hope so.
I'm going to say they won't add you to the list because then that tells the public that the vaccine is not working.
Yeah.
And that doesn't push their agenda, which is this vaccine. So if they say, oh, well, all these people that are on the list that have COVID, how many of them had the vaccine? That's going to make people say, well, the vaccine is not working. I'm not getting it.
And the funny part is, even with this vaccine, they're still doing those mandates where you still got to wear a mask. It's
Yeah.
like, then what's the point of me getting the vaccine?
Do you know who's getting the sickest? The ones wearing the mask.
Masks,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the
The
states that are
reports-
locked down the most.
It's the lockdown mask wearing individuals.
Yeah,
Well, like, are we still on? Okay, good.
we are. Thank God.
Did we get shut off yet?
Not yet.
I got one word for you. Ask your doctor about it. Ivermectin.
You mentioned this on another show
We're still
too,
on?
Joe.
Yeah,
Yes, we're still on.
They pulled that one.
Pulled it. Yeah, they pulled it.
That one.
That word can get
What
you
is
kicked
ivermectin?
off.
What is ivermectin?
You're gonna have to Google it.
I'm telling you. Like this is the sad state of lack of free speech on what is considered a platform.
It's a lack of free everything.
Yeah,
here
you ain't
lately.
kidding, babe. You ain't kidding.
You're getting crazy.
All right, ivermectin. Check it out.
That's what I'm doing.
100%. 100%. Like 100%.
If these masks
Not 90, not
have like
95.
COVID spit all over them, right? Like they're making sure that like it's getting all the COVID stuff on the mask instead of out in the air. Why are there no like hazardous waste garbage bags and stuff?
Oh, they
out
are. They're on
in
the streets of San
public
Francisco.
So that
That's where
people
they
can
are.
discard them. Because I go to like the grocery
Sorry, I
store
had
and
to
they're in
pull
the
that
parking
out.
lot on the floor.
It's crazy.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see those
everywhere.
disposable masks everywhere.
They're
I'm like,
everywhere.
why are they on the ground?
What's up,
Throw 'em
Linda?
away.
What do you think, Linda, of all of this? Linda, are you going to
Hey,
get a
Linda.
vaccine? All right, Gail, are you going to do the vaccine? Yeah, Gail, check your cameras. I appreciate that heads up. Good deal. John, what do you say? John Monroe says, I got a friend from Bama. I guess that's short for Alabama. I'm learning. Where Roll Tide. Where War Eagle. by the
War
way.
Eagle.
War Eagle.
Yeah,
Right.
Eagle.
Where his mom, back when he got the she got the MMR vax, Memphis measles, and what is that? Rebellouse. I don't know.
What is that?
What is that? And he was born with birth defects, missing left ear, and his jaw left was messed up. His jaw on the left was messed up. He don't trust the vax. After that stuff, John, I don't blame you either. I mean, based on an individual basis, like Susan Holt, I just wonder why all the bigwigs got the Pfizer, and us regulars got the Moderna.
Interesting question.
Interesting question.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, Pence got his today. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't pass out or anything.
No.
He got the Pfizer.
You ever look at Pence and realize he does the George Bush brow sometimes?
I look at
He
Pence
does.
and I see.
He goes.
I see Pence and I see an
what he
older
does.
Eminem.
I do. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes.
Right?
I kind of do.
Now that
Can
he
we put
said it.
pictures side by side?
Yeah, let me
Can you
see.
do that?
Let's see if we got that. Let me see here. If
Because I'm vice president, the real vice president, and all you are vice president. I'm sorry. That's
when
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Wow. It's like his real dad.
here, let me show you. Here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you spit your
Oh my
drink out.
That's great. That is his real dad.
That's his real
he
dad.
talks about how his dad left him.
I
Where's
know,
he
that's
been?
what I'm saying. He's been at the White
He
House.
became vice president.
There he is.
I'm dying.
I'm sorry, Mama. I'm cleaning out the deep state.
Right?
I don't want to cry no more, but tonight.
I've never seen Shane laugh.
Oh my God. Are we still on?
Ace from Johnny Quest. He looks like Ace from Johnny.
Oh, okay. He does.
There you go. Yeah.
It's Eminem's real dad. I want a
see, yeah.
DNA test.
I sure do.
I
That's
seriously
But if
want
you
one.
do, but like I said, if you put side by side pictures of both Pence and Bush making their brow look, it is ridiculous.
I'm
gotta get
typing
that
in
off the
Pence
screen
Bush.
again.
I hope
it comes up.
something-
Please come up well. Like if you look at side by side pictures of Pence and Bush with the eyes.
Now people are gonna deep fake
All right,
Pence
let's
singing,
move forward. We got to move forward.
singing Eminem song.
Can you
Probably.
do that?
Yeah.
You're great with computers.
I don't know how to do that, but
You can figure it out.
learn.
Hi,
I'll
my
learn
name
with
is,
you.
Hi,
We
my
gotta do
name
it.
is Mike Pence.
Let us know what you think, all right? Not just about
VP
Pence
Vice
and
President.
Eminem, but also, the COVID-19, some of these side effects that's going on. And great questions you guys bring up, too. I appreciate that. Keep those comments coming. Don't forget to like and share this timeline share this video on your timeline, all right? All right, coming up.
It's stuck in our head now. We can't.
I'm sorry.
Do you believe the mom who said she didn't dump her toddler at a Goodwill, but was actually abducted by a would-be Nashville pimp? Santa says, ho, 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 is next on the Joe Padula Show.
God.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is Teresa Jarvis, Mayor of Oak Grove, and Oak Grove loves Joe Padula. But Joe, come on now. Enough with the Cat West jokes. Absolutely.
You know what I can't stand? When you have people in Clarksville saying that there is nothing to do. Not for nothing, you couldn't be any more wrong. And obviously, you've never been to O'Connor's Irish Pub. right off of Exit 1. It's like an adult daycare center. I mean, you go inside, you got the food, you got the drinks, okay? You got the DJ, you got the stage, you got the live music, the whole bit. It's fantastic. They got pool tables in the back, dartboards, video games, UFC main events on the dozens of screens that are inside and out. Oh, and outside, they got the cornhole boards. They got the outdoor tiki bar. They got the outdoor DJ party. They got this huge, massive stage where they bring in the big names like Black Label Society and Puddle of Mud and Greta Van Fleet. The monthly bikini contests are great. And I'm even getting good at that beer pong. They got karaoke nights on Wednesday. Open 7 days a week. There's always something to do in Clarksville. O'Connor's Irish Pub, Exit 1. Absolutely.
Hey, this is County Commissioner District 8, Tangi Smith. And when I'm not saving the world or prancing down the halls of the White House, I'm listening to the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
Shout out to Commissioner Tangi Smith.
Very loved.
She's still in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Screw her then.
I want to be in Hawaii.
Yeah. Why didn't she invite us?
Tangi, when did she bring
She went
us?
to get away from us. No, I'm kidding.
No, you got a point.
You know, I love her.
I don't like her pictures that she posts because she always makes the faces.
Like what you do.
Oh,
when you
the
post
irony.
Right. I mean, that's mine. You know
no,
what I mean?
it's not though.
Like, come on, Tangi, get your own.
Get your own
Joe,
face.
that's Joe's face after a Saturday night at the bars in Jersey.
Nah, Joe, you got to grow a mustache out, and then you got to do this.
Nope, won't do that.
I want to see Joe with like one of those, you know, the ones where you have to wax the corners and turn it up. What do you call it? A handlebar mustache.
Yeah. Colonel Mustard over here. Right.
Yeah, Colonel Padula.
Colonel Mustard.
He'll look like one of those 1930s strong men.
He totally would.
I'll go swimming in like in a striped suit, bathing suit,
Yeah.
a complete bodysuit.
But you gotta say bully every time. Bully, sir. Bully.
Deli.
Sir.
Bully.
Bully.
Yeah, you're saying. Mammy. Mammy.
It's a weird voice.
Yeah. Yeah, you're saying. What was that? I learned that from Looney Tunes. What was that, the gangster voice?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that was, I think.
Yeah,
I
Bugs
think it was-
Bunny.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was
Yeah,
either that.
It was Bugs Bunny where the bank robbers robbed the bank. Bugs Bunny was in the house in the basement. And it was an episode where they was hiding out from the cops.
You remember like every detail.
I love my Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes
Oh
is
my
the
God,
best.
that's so
or,
good.
or it could also be the Bully Brothers from Perils of Penelope Pit Stop and Wacky Races.
But you
I
won't
have
be
no
able
idea
to,
what you just said, Shane.
I love you, but I don't know what you said
Yeah,
either.
I don't know what you
You
said,
won't
bud.
be able to see it, Joe.
Oh my God!
because
Some
I
of these
let
I
you-
can't.
Like
Some of
me.
these I can't play.
I'm
Yeah.
Bugsy Malone.
But I feel older.
You're a lot younger than us. I don't know what that was.
But
Sounds
I
more
promise
like-
that was in the same era as
Yeah, that one right
That's
there.
the one.
yeah.
That's
Sounds
the
more
one I
like
was
you sound
talking
more
about.
like Wiggums from Simpsons.
Yeah, you're saying.
Meh.
Yeah.
Hey, Ralphie. Meh.
Oh my God! Somebody stole my donut. Right.
And then I love the Goodfellas though.
Let's see this one real quick. Only a little bit though, because they're gonna kick us off for
Yeah, for a copyright strike.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
Warner Brothers is strict too.
Yeah, Warner
so-
Brothers doesn't like that.
Nope.
Let me mute that. Okay.
Let me mute it so we don't
Let me
get
mute it,
caught.
but we can look at it.
Where is
Yeah,
it? Where
you
is it?
see.
Okay. Yeah, you're saying.
You better get some shut-eye if and we're gonna pull that job tomorrow.
Okay, boss.
Okay, boss.
those dirty crooks?
Okay. that's-
Why those?
5 seconds. We're allowed 5 seconds.
Yes, we are.
That was funny.
Rude to you, Rocky? They're saying you trust your pal Muggsy with that suitcase of jewelry.
I love this. I love this cartoon.
That'll teach us to get ideas.
But boss, you know I don't get any ideas.
Oh, I love it. It's so
I don't
good.
get no ideas.
Oh, Looney Tunes was the
So good.
best.
Must have taken the wrong turn in Albuquerque.
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 I really don't like the new Looney Tunes on HBO Max. I mean, it's funny, but I hate how they
Didn't even know it was
politically
on there.
changed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like they ruined
Yeah.
it.
because they for one thing, they took away Omar Fudd's gun.
How do you do that?
Yeah, that's so stupid.
He hunts with a scythe now.
So,
That's so stupid.
I'm like, so
He's a farmer now.
a knife.
He's a farmer.
A knife is okay.
Yeah, the knife is okay.
Yeah,
You
knife
know
is
what I'm saying?
fine, you know.
That is just dumb.
Yeah, because here's the thing. When you hunt rabbits, I think the last thing you would want to do is maul the rabbits with a giant scythe.
You know what they should do? And really screw with them?
Hug the rabbits.
Give Elmer Fudd a spear so he could be a spear chucker.
Oh my God, Joe.
Then we'll see the censors.
Then we'll see the censors.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right? Are we still on?
I was about to just check that.
I was gonna say, do we have any hits?
Hey, do you believe the mom who said that she didn't dump her toddler at a Goodwill, but was actually abducted by a would-be Nashville pimp? Santa says, ho, ho, ho. That's now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Okay. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Click the like. Leave the comments. Definitely share this one. I need your guys' opinion. Okay. So, this woman claiming to be the mother of a 2-year-old abandoned at a South Haven, Mississippi Goodwill. This was earlier in the week. Said that she did not abandon her son. Now, the boy was dropped off at a Goodwill on State Line Road around 9:50 a.m. And surveillance video shows that the boy arriving at the gas station next door in a red SUV with 2 men and a woman. One of the men then walks him to the Goodwill. Now, the Goodwill employee, identified only as David, said that they asked if we can take the baby in because the mother abandoned him. That's what the guys told the employer. So, now Antoinette Smith, she says that she never had any intention of giving up her son, whose name is Sergio. The kid's name is Sergio. Speaking over the phone to the Memphis activist, Barbara Burris, in a Facebook Live broadcast, she said that she met up with a male acquaintance Sunday, then went to Nashville. She said Sergio remained with the man's sister in Memphis, but she said that her acquaintance later revealed that it wasn't his sister, but his girlfriend that the child was with. Okay, are we tracking? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, the mom, well, the alleged mom, said, if I knew that I said I wouldn't have left my baby like that, ain't no way I would have left my baby. That's all I got with me. Okay, I didn't understand that sentence, but that's what she said. So Smith and the acquaintance then abandoned her at a Nashville store after she refused to work for him. She said he was like, you better get out there and sell some butt. She sell some butt. I guess booty make it go pow pow pow. And then she told him, I'm not doing nothing. So the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, that's Memphis, Shelby County, they confirmed that the FBI arrested one person in connection with the case at the Cordova Kroger Monday afternoon. Law enforcement agencies have not released the person's name. Now in Mississippi, it is legal to surrender infants for up to 3 days after birth, but only to emergency service providers. So Lauren Cady, who runs the House of Grace Women's Shelter in South Haven, said that none of the women she helped had ever felt that they had to abandon child. But there is a lot of pressure on new moms who have fallen on hard times. So the new mother may face really difficult situations because you can't sleep in a car with a baby. You can't sleep on a park bench with a baby. It has to have a shelter, said the lady. They also said that Smith will be returning to the Memphis area after an arrangement for her to be picked up in Nashville. Sergio remains in CPS custody, Child Protection Service custody. All right. Did she abandon the kid?
I don't think so.
What do you believe, based on the information given?
I stalked her Facebook page a little bit because I was going to cover this on Crime 411.
Uh-huh.
And based on the things that I've seen, I couldn't understand much of what she wrote on her Facebook either because a lot of it was like that.
Here, I got it. I got what she wrote.
But there's a lot of pictures with her and her kid, and I really do believe that she she really believed that she was going to Nashville with a friend. And then later they determined it wasn't even his sister. It was his girlfriend she left the baby with.
Okay.
So that changes things too. It's almost like he and the girlfriend were trying to recruit her, because if not, why would you lie and say, I'm going to leave the baby with my sister? Right? So the fact that he was lying in the first place raises some red flags.
Did she know she was going to be going into prostitution?
From what she says, no.
Well, this is what she wrote, okay? Mind all over the place.
I'll need.
I don't know why.
That means I don't need, I think.
Okay, I don't need no calls right now, okay? And then the emojis. Listen, this is what throws me off now. If anyone goes to Facebook and starts using emojis in a like very serious situation, I got an issue with that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If anything serious happens to me, I'm not going to Facebook and putting crying emojis.
No, I'm not doing that either.
No
but
way.
if you look at the way that things are written there, it may not be the most emotionally intelligent person you're talking about.
Things that happen when you don't want to F with you or no good mother, okay? Y'all.
Milfker.
Mifker.
I like that. That's much better.
Mifker.
You Mifker. Right.
I'm stealing it.
Y'all, please pray for me. Absolutely. You know, Jesus is great. Don't need the negativity, Mifker. Dropped my baby off at the store because I wouldn't be his trick, and left me in Nashville. Trick, one who uses a prostitute.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Turning tricks. Yep.
Anybody that's know me know how I feel about my baby. Don't want nobody feeling sorry for me. This is the truth. Sergio, Mama, love you, and on the way. More in hand praises and emojis, and okay, I see what you're saying with the mental instability
And the emotional immaturity.
But damn,
I know.
Emojis.
I wouldn't be on Facebook in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
I would be in a corner in a room somewhere crying and begging God to get my child back home. Like, I wouldn't be on Facebook, and I would have my Facebook locked down because I don't need if you don't want the negativity in the public comments, then lock it down.
It's just any social media too.
Yeah.
What do you think of Bay?
You don't want my opinion.
No, I do.
Actually, we do, Bay.
We really do.
I'm lost. I'm lost on this.
It was probably some internet talking stuff.
Yeah.
Dude talked her into coming down.
Uh-huh.
That what happened.
Right.
And then when it came down to it, she was like, no.
So she got duped.
Yeah.
She got duped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or maybe she was going to do it and then just was like, you know what am I doing? This is crazy, and said no. Is that what you're saying, Bay?
Yep, someone in the way.
I believe with Bay, it's like that he tried to offer something. It was like, hey, come on and do this. And then he turned it in completely something different.
But what about the kid going to the Goodwill?
I think they did that because she wouldn't work for him.
Dude was like, it's a baby. I got a babysitter. You know, what that was right there. I guarantee.
Oh, so the guy lied to her. Don't worry, my sister or whatever, girlfriend or whatever.
He said,
and
my
he just goes
sister
to the
will
Goodwill
babysit.
and drops off the kid at Goodwill.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Yes.
Man,
Did he get a good price?
That we don't know.
Can I get that chair for this kid?
Because you think you said he's a pimp, right?
Yeah, well, allegedly.
Well, allegedly.
You're right. She says he's a pimp.
And you know, have you ever heard the stories how they get these girls out here doing stuff?
Yeah. The trafficking is crazy.
It really, really
It's really
is.
bad, yeah.
Shame. Don't do hookers.
Yeah, don't do that.
You only give in to the system that creates more and more hookers and sex trafficking. And
If a lady approaches you on the street, Shane, and says, do you want to have a good time? You say no.
Now, massage parlors are different.
Massage parlors are, yes, very
Right.
different.
What about Hustler Club?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's cool.
That's legal. That's legit. Right.
They have a license. You're good.
They have a license.
Maybe prostitution should be made legal, and this would all go away.
I'm not one for that.
Listen, I'm just making a statement here. I mean, like,
I don't think it should be.
I don't either.
It's the second time we stopped the closing music.
My saying is, hey, your body, your choice, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, but
And you might stop the music again, but it would still continue because they're not doing it of their own will.
You think sex trafficking would continue?
Yes, because they're not doing it of their own will. They're being forced into it. So people are still going to be manipulated, right, into an industry they want no part of.
It's until we get those people that are manipulating them into it is when it's going to come.
I need to know, though, like in the counties in Nevada that it is legal, the girls working there seem to be their choice. It doesn't seem like these are manipulated girls.
Oh,
some aren't.
Some
No,
not.
some of them are not,
Some
yeah.
not. Some are professionals.
Yeah. Shane, don't do those either, all right?
I have a 401k. That's
Yeah.
great, honey. I'm not paying, though. I'm sorry.
I got
I'm
great
gonna wait.
dental.
Yeah, great
I got-
dental.
I
I
got
got
great-
vision.
I got a
No.
great oral plan.
Sorry,
I had to.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah.
I had to. Intern Shane, what did you learn on the show today?
Well, I learned that they're even lying about taking the vaccine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting. Right.
Or, like, showing that they're giving out the vaccine.
Yeah, I mean, it could be mistakes. It just... They're trying to present stuff, and they're trying to push stuff up, and like, here, look at everything. But hey, take it easy. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Do your research, whatever you do. Look into things. That's all I'm saying.
And to be honest, I don't know. I doubt going all these years to med school.
What's up, Deborah?
Something like that would be where like the thing wasn't even pulled out, where it was already pushed in. That seems like too much to be a silly mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Justice John Roberts said that. Justice Roberts said that MF or Trump won't be president 4 more years. He needs a lesson at Gitmo.
Mifker.
With a gang of idiots. Oh.
Okay.
Mifker.
You keep talking like that,
What,
Roberts.
what do you mean, Deborah? I got to see that. I didn't see that. Ooh, I'll look into that, though. Thanks for the heads up, Deborah. Nice job today, Intern Shane.
Thank you.
Good to have you back from your hangover. Adam, what'd you learn on the show today?
I learned just drive on the road and not focus around anyone around you.
Man.
Because that's just a sad story.
Yeah.
The moment
That
it
of the nurse?
broke out
Mhm.
and heard about it, it broke my heart.
Right.
That's what it's coming down to is people have anger issues or a bad background that you have to take a life of another that doesn't need to be taken.
And hopefully we'll find out more so the family can get more closure.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
So, and you're going to see a lot more come out in the
Yeah.
following weeks about that case.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
Nice job today on Crime 411. Good
Thank
job,
you.
Melissa.
Thank you, Joe.
What'd you learn on the show today, Melissa Marquais of Crime 411?
I am not paranoid for making sure I see them take the needle out of the plastic.
Oh,
If I
yes.
have to get a shot or something or an IV. I always make sure, let me make sure that I watched you take that out. Like, even if they're putting an IV in for something, because I'm not fixing to get a needle put in my arm that was in somebody else's body.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. No. Like, just take it easy. And, I get it. You want to document what's going on and everything. But, man, I think the cameras are making people screw up, too.
Yeah.
These are people that are used to just doing their job, and now they have to, do it in front of millions of people.
That's hard to do.
Right. Nice job today, Melissa Marquais. Melissa Marquais.
Thank you, Joe.
Bay, what'd you learn on the show today?
The Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court. Burrito Supremo. Damn.
I'd like a burrito supreme.
And I'm a little hungry myself.
I've also noticed that nobody noticed that I've been doing Christmas movie quotes this entire show.
You guys give up, or are you thirsty for more?
I was going to do the one from
Home Alone
Die
2.
Hard, because Die Hard is a Christmas movie. But I was going to be
Yippee-ki-yay.
Milfker.
Mifker sounds like Mifker sounds like somebody from Norse mythology.
Mifker sounds like a senator somewhere. It's like, Mr. Mifker. Mr. Mifker. Excuse me,
like
sir.
a-
Question on the floor.
The old neighbor, next door, that's annoying, and if your kid's hockey puck goes over there, you can't have it back, Mr. Mifker.
I like Mifker
you know what I mean?
better than MFer.
Yeah, I like Mifker too.
Mifker, yeah.
Let's all use Mifker.
That's what I learned today, Mifker.
Mifker.
I learned
Yeah.
Mifker
Trademark
today.
that.
Yeah.
You better. And by the way, you're welcome.
No, I'd like to thank the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mom. Yeah. Well, we'll find out what happens with that. That's a crazy story. But, all right. Hey, thank you. I hope you guys have a great, safe weekend. And we'll see you again here on the Joe Padula Show. Thank you for enabling us to have a conversation. Where America goes to party with a purpose. Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville.